Good afternoon. I'm Sherman Chow. We start with breaking news. A Houston police officer just released from the hospital after a potential drug exposure. It happened this morning off of 59 South near Gessner at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Our Matt Doherty is live there now with the very latest. Matt?
Sherman, this whole thing happened at about 6 o'clock this morning inside of the hotel. Police say they were called out when an intoxicated man wouldn't leave. When the cops showed up, they say the man was gone, but the hotel staff led police into the man's room. Inside, police say they found 50 to 100 pills containing an unknown substance. One of the officers confiscated the suspected drugs and soon started feeling sick.
When the officer put the baggie in his patrol car, at that point he started feeling ill. Shortness of breath, and he was very dizzy. And he wasn't getting better, it was getting worse and worse.
Now at that point, not knowing what he just touched, the officer gave himself Narcan. That's an opiate antidote given to people who may have overdosed on the drug. We're told that that officer was taken to the hospital, but as you said, Sherman, he has been released. We still do not have confirmation on what those drugs may have been. They're all still being tested. We're live in Southwest Houston, standing for Houston. Matt Doherty, KHE 11 News.
All right, thank you, Matt. And more breaking news.